In today's noisy world, people believe respect comes from dominance, volume, or aggression. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. True respect is not demanded, it is quietly earned. The most powerful individuals are not the loudest in the room, but the most composed, the most controlled, and the most intentional with their words. When you master how you speak, you begin to shape how others see you. Respect is deeply tied to emotional discipline. When you react impulsively, you give others control over you. But when you respond calmly, you demonstrate strength. Stoic philosophers understood that your words should reflect clarity, not chaos. This is why certain phrases, simple, calm, and direct, carry immense power. In this video, you'll discover powerful Stoic phrases that instantly command respect without raising your voice. These are not manipulative tricks. They are reflections of inner strength, self-awareness, and discipline. Master them, and you will notice a shift in how people treat you. Before we go further, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to become mentally strong, emotionally disciplined, and quietly powerful, this channel is for you. Join us and start your transformation today. 1. I understand. This phrase may sound simple, but it carries incredible weight when used correctly. Most people listen with the intention to respond, not to understand. When you say, I understand, you are doing something rare. You are acknowledging another person's perspective without immediately agreeing or disagreeing. This shows emotional intelligence and maturity. In Stoicism, understanding comes before judgment. By choosing to understand first, you avoid unnecessary conflict and position yourself as someone who is calm under pressure. This doesn't mean you accept everything said to you. It simply means you are not reactive. And that alone commands respect. The power of this phrase lies in its delivery. Say it calmly, without sarcasm or impatience. Maintain eye contact. Pause slightly before speaking. These small details create a strong presence. People can sense when you are genuinely composed versus when you are pretending. When others feel heard, they naturally lower their defenses. And when defenses drop, respect grows. This is why, I understand, is not a weak phrase, it is a powerful one. It shows that you are in control of yourself, and that is the foundation of true authority. 2. That doesn't work for me. One of the clearest signs of self-respect is the ability to set boundaries without over-explaining. The phrase, that doesn't work for me, is powerful because it is direct, calm, and unapologetic. It doesn't invite argument, and it doesn't seek approval. It simply states your position. Many people struggle with this. They feel the need to justify every decision, fearing rejection or conflict. But Stoicism teaches that you are responsible for your choices, not for how others feel about them. When you constantly explain yourself, you weaken your authority. When you stand firm with clarity, you strengthen it. This phrase works because it removes emotion from the equation. You are not attacking anyone. You are not being defensive. You are simply stating a fact. And facts, when delivered calmly, are difficult to challenge. The key is confidence. No hesitation. No nervous tone. Just calm certainty. When you speak like this, people quickly recognize that you respect yourself. And when you respect yourself, others have no choice but to respect you too. 3. I'll think about it. In a world that pressures you to respond instantly, choosing to pause is a sign of strength. The phrase, I'll think about it, gives you time, space, and control. It protects you from making emotional or impulsive decisions that you might later regret. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of reflection. Between what happens to you and how you respond lies your power. Most people lose that power because they react too quickly. But when you pause, you show discipline. You show that you are not easily influenced or manipulated. This phrase is especially powerful in situations where someone is trying to pressure you, whether it's a decision, a commitment, or an agreement. Instead of saying yes or no immediately, you take control of the timing. And control of time is control of the situation. When you say it calmly, without rushing, it signals confidence. It tells others that you value your decisions and that you don't act lightly. This alone earns respect. Silence, followed by a thoughtful response, is always more powerful than a quick reaction. And this phrase helps you master that silence. 4. Let's focus on what we can control. This phrase is the essence of Stoic philosophy. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to focus only on what is within your control and let go of everything else. When you bring this mindset into conversations, you instantly stand out. Most discussions are filled with complaints, blame, and emotional reactions. People waste energy on things they cannot change. But when you say, "Let's focus on what we can control," you redirect the conversation toward action and responsibility. This is leadership. Calm, grounded, and solution-oriented thinking. Instead of feeding negativity, you create clarity. Instead of reacting emotionally, you respond rationally. And people respect those who can remain steady when others are overwhelmed. The power of this phrase lies in its simplicity. It doesn't criticize. It doesn't argue. It simply shifts focus. And that shift is enough to change the entire dynamic of a conversation. When you consistently think and speak this way, people begin to see you as reliable, composed, and strong. And those qualities naturally attract respect. 5. I'm not interested in that. Not everything deserves your time, energy, or attention. One of the strongest things you can do is say no without guilt, without explanation, and without negativity. The phrase, "I'm not interested in that," is simple, but incredibly powerful. Stoics believed in protecting their focus. They understood that every distraction weakens your discipline. When you say yes to everything, you lose control of your priorities. But when you are selective, you maintain your power. This phrase is not rude, it is clear. It doesn't attack anyone. It doesn't invite unnecessary conversation. It simply sets a boundary. And boundaries are a sign of self-respect. The key is tone. Say it calmly. No anger. No frustration. Just clarity. When people see that you are firm without being emotional, they recognize your strength. Respect is not about pleasing everyone. It is about knowing yourself, standing by your values, and protecting your energy. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is simply, "No."